Hello everybody, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the revision series for the NABARD Grade A 2020 for your Phase 2 examination. So Phase 1 is already over and we are running this series for the Phase 2 examination. So in today's video, we are going to discuss ARD static, and the topic that we have picked for today is the fisheries part 2. So part 1 we have already covered in the previous lecture, and in this particular video, we are going to discuss more questions from the fisheries chapter. So as we all know that fisheries is a very important chapter when it comes to ARD static. That's why we shouldn't miss these kind of topics, because lot of questions are asked from these topics. And one more thing I want to tell you, that if any background noise comes in the video, then please excuse us, because we are recording this particular video from our houses. That's why background noises can come. And one more thing I want to tell you, that we are running a 50% discount on our NABARD courses, and the code is NABARD50. So you can use this code and avail the 50% discount on NABARD courses. So before starting, I want to tell you about our results of 2019. So in NABARD Grade A 2019, there were 25 selections out of 41. In Grade B, there were 4 selections out of 8. And in RBI Grade B, there were 215 plus calls for interviews. Final result is not out yet. That's why interview calls we are telling you. And if we talk about results of 2018, then in about Grade A there were 26 selections, SEBI Grade A there were 41 selections, and in RBI Grade B there were 72 selections. All right, so these are our results, and let's start with our video now. So in this particular video, we are going to discuss 5 questions related to fisheries. So stay hold to that. And the first question is that the crustacean fishery deals with the exploitation of what? Option first is oysters and golden fish, second is mrigal and katla, third is lobster and prawn, fourth is rohu and katla, and fifth is none of the above. So you have to tell me that crustacean fishery deals with what? So crustacean is actually a kind of sea animals, you can say. So crustacean fishery is what? Oysters and golden fish, mrigal and katla, lobster and prawns, rohu and katla, and none of the above. So crustacean fishery is related to option third, that is lobster and prawn. So lobster and prawn are actually example of crustacean fishery. That's why option third is the answer. So crustaceans are actually a large group of arthropod species, and lobsters and prawn come under the crustacean group. Some other animals also comes under this group, which are lobsters, crabs, shrimps, and barnacles, right? Here we have example of other arthropods also, like bee, ladybug, butterfly, dragonfly, beetle, crab, spider. These are also the example of arthropods, and crustaceans are a large group of arthropod species. So that kind of question can also be asked in the exam, so please remember that. And you also have to remember that these arthropods are actually invertebrate animals, that is, they do not have a backbone, and these are cold-blooded animals. So crustaceans are also cold-blooded animals. Next question that we have for today is that omega-3 fatty acid is present in good quantities in which of the following? So actually these kind of questions are generally asked in the exam, because shrimp, fish, pig, goat, we use these animals to eat, right? Meat is obtained from these animals, so various nutrients are also present in that meat. That's why we should know the nutritional value of the meat obtained from different animals. So omega-3 fatty acid is present in which of the following? You have to answer that. Option first is shrimp, fish, pig, goat, or all of the above. Correct answer is actually option 2, that is fish. So we obtain high amount or good quantities of omega-3 fatty acids from the fish. So fish is a rich source of vitamin A and D also. So you have to remember that fish is a rich source of vitamin A, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids. And when we talk about special species of fish, or you can say special types of fish, then mackerel, salmon, and oysters, these are the richest source of omega-3 fatty acids. So you can remember that these are the kinds of fish that have richest source of omega-3 fatty acids, while normal generally fishes have good quantity of omega-3 fats as well as vitamin A and vitamin D. So vitamin A is needed for the healthy skin and eyes, and vitamin D is important in helping the body to absorb calcium needed for growing bones. So you also know that due to deficiency of vitamin D, there is a disease called rickets that can be seen. So that's why we have to, or we should take vitamin D in adequate quantities. So because it helps in body to absorb the calcium that is needed for growing bones. Next question that we have is that which of the following are true for cage system of fish farming. So in the previous video, that is in the part 1 of fisheries, we already learned about the cage system of fish farming. So you all must be aware about that. Now in this question, you have to tell me that which of the following are true for cage system. So first is fish cages are placed only in lakes. So we know that in cage system, the cages meant for the fishes, those are placed in some water bodies, right? So first option says that those cages are placed only in lakes. Second option is that the cage system is also called as onshore cultivation when cage is placed in the sea. Third is only lake water is suitable for such fish farming. Fourth is all are false, and fifth is all are true. So it's a very important question. In this question, actually you have to identify that which are false statements or which are true, and you can only answer that when you know everything about the cage system of fish farming. So it's a very important system related to fish farming. That's why you should know about this. So the correct answer for this question is that option 4, that is all are false. So all the statements given here are false related to the cage system. Why? Let's start with the first option. So fish cages are placed only in lakes. So this statement is wrong, because these fish cages can be placed in various water bodies like ponds, lakes, even sea, rivers. That's why only in lakes statement is wrong. Second statement given here is that the cage system is also called as onshore cultivation when cage is placed in the sea. So we know that in cage system, the cages meant for the fishes is placed in the sea or the water bodies. So that cannot be called onshore cultivation, because those cages are not placed on shore. That's why the cage system is also called as offshore cultivation. So that's why second option is incorrect. Third option is that only lake water is suitable for such fish farming. Again, actually cages are placed in various water bodies. So in river, in ponds, these cages are placed. So all the waters are suitable for fish farming. But especially when we talk about a particular kind of water, then pond water is the most suitable for fish farming. That's why third option is incorrect. So I hope that you understand that why these all options are incorrect related to the cage system of fish farming. And now we have different features of fish farming, so that you can know, and from next time you can attempt these kind of questions in the exam. So fish cages are placed in lakes, ponds, rivers or oceans and protects fish until they can be harvested. And when the cages are placed in the sea, then the cultivation is called as offshore cultivation. And generally pond systems are considered simpler to start and easier to manage for cage farming. Also, its major advantage is that it can be used with many type of waters like rivers, lakes, sea, etc. So there is no special type of water that is suitable for this kind of fishing. So guys, these were the features of cage farming. You should remember them. Now let's move forward to our next question. So next question is that the dash is the form of aquaculture which includes cultivation, propagation and marketing of fishing. So which aquaculture includes cultivation, propagation or marketing of fishing? Again, a very easy question, because these kind of questions are generally discussed many times. So first option is commercial fishing, second is source farming, third is cage farming, and fourth is capture farming, fifth is none of the above. So in which form of aquaculture cultivation, propagation as well as marketing of fishing is done? So we already know about cage farming. The correct answer of this question is that option first, that is commercial farming. So commercial farming is the one in which cultivation, propagation as well as marketing of fishing is done. So please remember that. And actually source farming and capture farming is not are not a very major kind of farmings. That's why they cannot be the answer. And we already know about cage farming. So the remaining option that we are left with is the commercial fishing. And you can also relate with the word commercial. So commercial means that we market things, we propagate things. That's why these kind of farming is known as fishing is known as commercial fishing. So I hope you understand what is commercial fishing. Next question that we have for today is that National Institute of Oceanography is located in which of the following place? So these kind of questions are again asked very much in the exam. That's why you need to remember them. So National Institute of Oceanography is a very important institute related to fisheries. That's why you need to know that where it is situated. Options are Maharashtra, Goa, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, or none of the above. It's a straightforward question. There can you cannot do guesswork in these kind of questions actually. Correct answer is option second, that is Goa. So National Institute of Oceanography is situated at Goa. Please remember that. So this particular institute was founded in 1966 on 1st January, and National Institute of Oceanography is actually an autonomous research organization in India. So please remember that this is a research organization in which this undertakes various kinds of scientific research and also studies of special oceanographic features of northern Indian Ocean. And its headquarters is in Goa, and it also has various regional centers like in Kochi, Mumbai, or Vizag, which is Vishakhapatnam. So please remember this information about National Institute of Oceanography. So guys, that was it for today's video. Here we have discussed 5 MCQs related to fisheries, which were very important for the phase 2 examination of NABARD. And if you have any query, then you can mail us at hello@edutab.co.in. Also, you can call us on this number, which is 8146207241. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye, take care, happy learning, and be safe in your houses.